full of juke. Tattoo said off, everybody up the look. Y'all say me pretty like a coloring book. She say me skin pretty like a coloring book. Y'all say them want time when me live on her book. She asks if it hot like rice we just cook. Y'all say me pretty like a coloring book. She say me skin pretty like a coloring book.
Welcome back. Vybz Kartel is our guest right now on stage, and we're talking about everything. And we're up to the point now where we talk about the big topic which everybody's talking about across Jamaica and the dancehall space: bleaching. Kartel.
Go on.
The question is, why?
Well, Vybz Kartel, before I really get into why, I can say this about Vybz Kartel. Vybz Kartel is and has always been controversial, outrageous, and spontaneous. You know what I mean? And one thing that one can expect from Vybz Kartel is the unexpected. Now, Vybz Kartel is a person that is a true representative of the dancehall music, which is a reflection of Jamaican lifestyle. And in Jamaican culture, you have a lot of people who bleach, which is a large minority, if I might say so myself. You know what I mean? And Vybz Kartel is a representation of every single group of people within the sphere of dancehall music. Vybz Kartel is a thug, so represent for the gangsters. Vybz Kartel is an intellect, so represent for the intelligent people. Vybz Kartel see a lot of people in the society skin bleaching, and Vybz Kartel just decide that, hey, people doing it, and Vybz Kartel is for the people, is by the people, and I'm from the people. So why not?
What about the people's self-esteem?
All right, good. Well, you're finding out, Winford, with history, a lot of things change, you know, because a lot of appearance-altering practices that were once deemed controversial or even taboo during a certain period, no, it's just style. A perfect example would be, for example, males wearing earrings. You know that in the 17th century, if a male were to wear an earring, you were considered to be a pirate. In the 50s, a male wearing an earring, you were a homosexual. Now, a male wearing an earring, it's just trendy. So it's the same thing with bleaching. Bleaching 25 years ago meant something different than bleaching now, you know what I mean? Vybz Kartel is just a person that feel like for just get me tattoo them brilliant and more showing, and just feel like for just rub on something. It has nothing to do with anything about self-hate or a denial of the Garveyite message of blackness. It has nothing to do with that. It's all about style. And we, as black people, can dictate whatever style we want.
Right, but the research have shown that one of the biggest reasons why people bleach, and bleaching is happening all over the globe. Jamaica is just, it's probably way behind some other places.
True, very true.
Bleaching all over Africa.
Very true.
Asia, the US, and England and so on. And the research have shown that self-esteem is a big, big reason. Another one is social mobility. People feeling that they will get more social acceptance and more economic gains, more economic opportunities if they're light-skinned. And in a sense, aren't you run the risk of being seen as one working very hard to reverse years of work and struggle by black people to lift self-esteem?
No, I wouldn't say that, you know, because if you check black people's advancement or non-advancement thereof over centuries, and the issues for our advancement or non-advancement, skin bleaching isn't even in the top 10. You know what I mean? Black people's self-esteem or lack thereof comes from our colonial past, our past as slaves. It comes from a lack of social understanding, social awareness, a lack of education. It has nothing to do with skin bleaching. Example, Vybz Kartel, if you were to say Vybz Kartel is bleaching his skin to gain fame, Vybz Kartel has already had fame. You know what I mean? To gain social mobility, Vybz Kartel is already socially mobile. You know what I mean? So as I said before, black people, example again, you know, Winford Williams. In the 18th, 17th century, you know, early 1900s, you know, if a black woman were to straighten her hair with hair cream or use the big iron comb straighten her hair, she was considered as somebody who was really oppressing herself and oppressing her, trying to suppress her blackness. No, it is just commonplace for a child, a man of his daughter, a woman, and she going to high school or primary school, them just scream out her ear to make it more manageable. So it has nothing to do with, no, I don't think it has anything to do with self-esteem. It is just, as I said before, style, and we as a black people, as a proud race, can't just dictate style for what it is. It's just merely style. And if I'm not speaking, and for everyone in the black community, I'm definitely speaking about my views on why I do it.
Yes. But you have a lot of followers, wouldn't you say? Would you agree?
I have quite a lot.
And correct me if I'm wrong, you were quoted in an article in one of the local papers as saying that the people will respect and honor and even act on just about everything you say, certain fans. Do you agree?
Yeah, I agree, but you have to understand, Winford Williams. Vybz Kartel is not the first to do anything, and I won't be the last.
Yes.
As is the case with skin bleaching.
But whether you like it or not, Vibe, you do have, and you have accepted that you have a lot of attention, the attention of the youth. The kids in particular in the inner city, who you say you're mirroring their reality. Bleaching was there way before you came along.
True.
You glamorize it. And now, and you talked about the economics. The reason why people were doing certain things back when was because of lack of education, lack of economic opportunities. Those realities are still here today. Some of these kids are not educated enough to understand.
But that would not be the fault of Vybz Kartel. That would be the fault of the system. That's what I'm trying to say. It has nothing to do with Vybz Kartel, the artist, skin bleaching. It has to do with the system.
But don't you think you have a role in that system?
No, I don't. Listen to me.
You don't have a role in
no,
you don't have a social responsibility?
No, Vybz Kartel has no social responsibility, but to deliver good quality music, because I'm an entertainer.
Yes.
Note well, I'm not a social leader, nor a political leader, nor a religious leader. Vybz Kartel is an entertainer. I get paid to entertain. And all of this is entertainment.
But you are a social leader. You are a business leader too, because the Portmore Empire is a business.
It is,
and you are offering leadership.
One. Yes, I'm offering leadership through music.
Yes.
I'm offering leadership through entrepreneurship.
Yes.
It has nothing to do with being a social leader. I'm telling you. It has nothing to do with being a social leader. I always tell this to people in interviews. If you, for example, Winford Williams, looking to Vybz Kartel to be a role model for your child and to grow your child, you have already lost as a parent. And that says a lot about your parenting skills.
Isn't that part of our reality? That is a very unfortunate truth.
Very true. But that's why I'm saying all blame should be laid on the system. It has nothing to do with Vybz Kartel.
The system is not short of blame from us. From Jamaicans like myself and others, the system is not short enough.
Them could have fooled me.
But we will agree with you that
Vybz Kartel cannot take the weight of the world on his shoulders, and I refuse to do that.
But take one little piece, man.
No, I refuse to do that. Vybz Kartel is an entertainer. I get paid to entertain. All of this, watch this. Cool, like me watch my face with the cake. So this is entertainment. At the end of the day, when Vybz Kartel goes home, Vybz Kartel is a DJ Palmer, the father, the baby father, the citizen.
Is there any danger to bleaching?
Good point. Very good point, Winford Williams. If you check the history of skin bleaching from, as my grandmother would say, war time, till this present day, 2011, no one has ever died, reported any case of skin cancer or anything related to bleaching, as is the case with cigarette smoking, car accident, prostate cancer, skin cancer, which most skin cancer, and all skin cancer has nothing to do with bleaching. So if you were to weigh the facts of the danger of skin bleaching as opposed to cigarette smoking, then Vybz Kartel shouldn't be understand. It should be Carreras, group of companies.
I have read where it causes skin cancer.
Have you proven it? It has not been proven. We can go online now and find at least 10,000 people dying every year in Jamaica from smoking cigarettes. Why isn't Carreras group of company understand? No one has died from skin bleaching, so I refuse to be put on the stand for something that I use for entertainment, because I am an entertainer. And I
Carreras understand. Don't think that they are not. They are not.
They don't understand.
And so too are the rum people, the rum makers and alcohol makers. They are on this.
Well, that will for me make rum too, you know.
We're going to talk about that too. We're going to talk about the rum making too bad. But what do you use? You say it's cake soap. Is it cake soap for real?
Well, As I say in a lot of interviews, until the Colonel releases his secret ingredients for KFC, Vybz Kartel will hold my ingredients a secret.
But Vybz, as far as I know,
can't get it out of me, no matter what you say.
Vybz.
But no, we don't use cake soap.
You don't use cake soap?
No. No, we don't use cake soap. So kids, stop using the cake soap.
Okay, so
you feel good now?
Well, at least, yes. Give me that little bit. I thank you, sir, for saying that to the kids. Because as far as we know, you were saying it's cake soap, and kids and people were using cake soap to
but
save
the cake soap you use by your skin to keep it cool, man. But the reality of it, Winford, and I want to make this point clear again.
Yeah.
Bleaching 25 years ago is different from bleaching today. Bleaching 25 years ago said a lot about our self-esteem or lack of it. Bleaching today is all about dictation of style. And that is just my opinion, and I will stick to that opinion. It is just a dictation of style.
It is pure aesthetic, you're saying?
For Vybz Kartel. It's the same what they do with research about dancehall. Caroline Cooper and a lot of these people have some books. There are a dime a dozen books, if I may say so, who try to dissect dancehall and get into the brain of dancehall performers and the people who are fans of dancehall music. And that is total rubbish and so far distance from what is really happening in the culture. You know what I mean? So you might be saying
so
that
you're challenging the findings of the social scientists?
Yes, man.
Community?
Yes.
And you say you're not a leader?
I'm not a leader.
But those who are leading...
But I'm a person that I would consider myself
you're
well
challenging their findings?
Yes, because I'm reading what they're writing and I'm living the experience in the street with the real people involved.
Yeah.
And there's no... I can't see it. They're so far-fetched. A lot of these people writing these articles and writing these books about dancehall, they're not even in dancehall. They're not even in the real communities. They're not even around the real proponents of dancehall music.
We're going to give you some props for reading the dancehall well, because we know that for a man to be at the top of dancehall, the man who reads the streets best is going to be at the top of dancehall. Do you agree?
Yeah, that
is your special. That is your special. that is something we have to give you, Vybz. Yeah, you're reading the street very well.
Yeah, man.
All right, stay with us. Much more Vybz Kartel when we come back. In the meantime, let's hear how you feel about the issue at Facebook.com/OnstageTV and Twitter.com/OnstageTV. We'll be back.
The girl them love out the brown cute face. The girl them love out the bleach out face. Dog in a play now.
Infamous Rents at YouTube.com.